Hey, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the YouGoin Pro channel. This is Coach Laurie, and on our show, we help athletes develop proficiency, assisting their passion for the game they love. So today, we're going to go into an extremely powerful, impactful message today, and we're going to talk about the very own Mr. 25, and his name is Barry Lamar Bonds. The Barry Bonds mindset is the five highlights of his secrets, how he became such a awesome, competitive, mastery hitting a baseball. So we're gonna go over it. Barry Bob wasn't just a great baseball player; he was unstoppable. He had a hitting mindset different from every ML player at his time in his era. No one else was like Barry. There's a few that can chase that was pretty close to him, and I can bring some names up: Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Ken Griffey Jr., Kirby Puckett. The list goes on and on. But Barry, he had a mastery in hitting a baseball. And today we're going to break down those 5 tips that Barry did. And I hope you can use these. If I was you, I would apply it in at any level of baseball because he's an absolute legend when he's hitting a baseball. Number one, the first highlight of hitting of Barry Bonds' secret was this. He was an extreme plate discipline. He had extreme discipline at the plate. When I say extreme, I was looking up something today and I was doing some research. And as the word faith, I'm using this word for what we're going to go on and break down what I mean by extreme. Extreme and faith goes together. Other words, your focus have to be like laser focus. It's like looking into this right here and trying to figure out how can you see, and you let nothing else on the sides or behind you. You're just focusing on the target. That's how Barry was. If the pitch wasn't good, he didn't swing. If it wasn't in the strike zone, he didn't swing. Now, that's a lot of repetitions. That's a lot of baseball. That's a lot of training himself, a lot of getting in the cage, a lot of doing some things you don't want to do. Barry didn't swing at bad pitches ever. No, as he became Mr. Barry Bond 25, he didn't swing any bad pitches. Now, in his heydays when he was younger, maybe, but as he became who he is, the guy is in a class by itself. His strike zone and his discipline was legendary. There's no one like him that I can recall. He forced pitchers to come to him. In other words, you're going to have to pitch to me. You're going to have to throw me a pitch. Because if you don't, you know, you're going to walk him. Most guys walked him. He has more walks than anybody in MLB history. He doesn't chase bad pitches. He gets the pitch he wants and he destroys it. Extreme plate discipline. Wait on your pitch. Now, when I say wait on your pitch, that doesn't mean sit there forever and wait for 2 more pitches. You only get everything is an 0-2 count. Have that type of mindset, that type of focus, that mentality. You got to have that. So let's get to number 2. Tip 2. He had insane hand and eye coordination. When I say in hand, it was just like crazy. His hands and eyes worked together. Period. They look always working together. They were coordinating. Laser focused timing. That's what he's all about. His timing was laser focused. I told you about the extreme. He had to have like I talked about the extreme plate, the discipline, but this one it kind of like it's a twin. Number 2 is insane hand coordination. Laser focused timing. He tracks pitches. I mean, he knows what's going to be pitched. And he had explosive bat speed. I didn't say hard. I said explosive. There's a difference between hard and quick and explosive, short and compact. His ability to see the ball was like no other. His reaction was unmatched. His vision and timing, it was just torture for the pitchers. When he hit the ball, it was like a missile. He trained his reaction speed. He trained himself how to react and when to react. Bonds saw the ball longer than anyone else. In other words, from the time the guy released the pitch, wherever that on the left side or the right side, he had 99% sure what it was for the most part. I'm not going to say that much. Let's just say 95%, 90%. He knew what it was. He knew what that pitch was and what was coming. He had the ability to see the ball when it was released from the pitcher's hand. Now, that takes some serious skills. Now, you can do that too, but you got to have, like he said, like Barry Bonds, number 2, insane hand-eye coordination and laser-focused timing. In other words, you can't be thinking about the runner. You can't be thinking about the score. You have to know how to respond to the situation, know what the situation is, and look for that pitch. When you're going into the batter's box, you just got to know. Your hand and eyes got to work together. Number 3, power through perfect mechanics. I'm not going to say perfect. Power through perfecting mechanics. Let's call it that, because no one's perfect but God. So number 3 is power through perfecting mechanics. In other words, you have to continue be perfected. You have to be like almost ADHD hitting if you want to become an elite hitter like Barry Bonds. You have to have a Barry Bonds mindset. Barry Bonds was powerful in his stance. His stance was powerful and level. He had a smooth swing, and his mechanics was effortless. It looks like he was just born to do that. It wasn't just his strength. His swing was like a machine. He swung the bat like an assembly line. He knows what to do. He was short, like I said before, compact and explosive. Short, compact, and explosive. Short, compact, and explosive. And he used a small bat, by the way. Every rep had a purpose when he was training. Every single swing had a purpose. He wasn't just swinging because he's swinging, just trying to get loose like guys get loose. I'm just swinging, coach. No, he had a purpose for everything. And like I said, he almost had like ADHD trying to get better to the next level. He studied his mechanics. And he basically tightened up his swing path. In other words, he looked at himself. He videoed himself. He looked at himself. See what he wanted perfection with his mechanics. Efficiency equals power. His efficiency get him to greatness. So that's number 3. Number 4, he had mental toughness. Now that's something that most guys don't really have now. They have talent, but they have no mental toughness. And I can say that because at the end of the day, I know, because I coach. I coach high school, coach college players in the summertime, and a lot of guys now, they got talent, but you got to have some mental toughness. In other words, you have no fear when you get to the plate. I have no fear, no doubt, period. Bonds stay locked in all the time, ignoring pressure. He didn't care what the situation is. Bonds was locked in, ignoring pressure, walking to the plate with confidence. He walked to the plate with confidence. Pitchers feared him. They knew him. He had that mindset. Every at-bat was an opportunity to dominate. So you get that in your head. Every opportunity that you come to the plate is an opportunity to dominate. No distractions, no hesitation. If you let fear creep in, I can guarantee you're going to lose. If you let fear come in, don't let fear come in, man. Or girl, whoever you may be, nobody. You can't let nothing and nobody, not even yourself. You got to be focused on what the job is. Mental toughness. When people say you're doing this, you're doing that, you stink, you're bad, don't listen to that. You're trying to become great, become a legendary. You want to have the Barry Bonds mindset. The Barry Bonds mindset. He may not be in the Hall of Fame right now, but doesn't mean he's not a Hall of Famer. I'm telling you, pitchers feared him. You got to come to the plate and you have to have that confidence and that faith to believe that I can do this. Period. Renew your mind. No stinking thinking when it comes to hitting. You are the best. Tell yourself that over and over and over. Do some mental exercises with yourself. No fear, no doubt. No fear, no doubt. Mental toughness. That's how Barry was. And the pitchers knew it, who he faced. As I said, if you let fear creep in, you've already lost. The final one, the final tip to the Barry Bonds mindset, it is he had a very unmatched work ethic. Now, we got guys that say they work out all the time, they do their thing. Well, I'm working on going to the gym, da, da, da. I'm hitting, da, da, da. Well, remember back in the day, Barry, he had his godfather, Willie Mays. He had some other great people. His father was great as well. But I can guarantee you, not saying that he was not privileged, but the training you guys get now and the PGs and all this, we didn't have all that stuff back in the day. So I'm letting you know, Bonds trained like there was nothing else. People say, well, I gotta have this, you know what? If you got a batting cage, you got plenty. If you got a tee, you got plenty. And you perfect your craft when you're in that cage. I was told, and this is something that I heard, that Ohtani, let's talk about Ohtani. He's the next best thing close to Bonds. He's not there, but he's close. And I was told this guy takes like 1,000 swings off a tee. A tee. So don't tell me you need someone to go out there and get the job done. How bad you want it. As I said, he has an unmatched work ethic. This is the key. Reps, reps, reps. I need to repeat that. Reps, reps, reps. You don't need to work with other people. Do what you can do when you can do it. It's good to work with other people, but if you got a ball, you got a tee, get to work. Don't let no one control your success but you. If you want to be successful, you can do it. But it's all in your work ethic. Talent can only take you so far. But character can take you places that talent can't. Work ethic can take you places that talent can't. No shortcuts, no excuses. I'll repeat that again. No shortcuts, no excuses, just grind it out. I'm closing out with this. If you want to be like Barry Bonds or model his work ethic or model the things he did, you must do the things he's done. I give you 5 tips to build a mindset of an elite, a legendary hitter like Barry Bonds. Take your game to the next level. Stop making excuses. Get it done. Train your mind to dominate at the plate. And I'm going to go over this one last time before I close out. Number 1 was extreme plate discipline. Number 2 was insane hand-eye coordination. Number 3 was power through perfecting mechanics. Number 4, mental toughness. Number 5, unmatched work ethic. Those are all the things that Barry Bonds did. And he did many more things, but those are some key things that I know he did. So, this is Coach Lowry. I hope you guys enjoy the Barry Bonds mindset, the 5 elite hitting secrets that no one else had in the MLB and no one has touched so far. I don't know if anyone ever would touch. The guy is legendary. So once you be like that, you can be legendary too if you trust and believe in yourself. This is Coach Laurie at the YouGoin Pro channel because we help athletes develop proficiency, assisting their passion for the game they love. Hey, if you like this video, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Hey, I'll see you next week with another great information. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.